Cup of walnuts. Need 1 cup of flour. And you're gonna kind of mix those together. This is gonna be our base. I'm gonna add in a stick of butter, melted.
Oh yeah, you melted that good.
Okay. And this will be your base. Yep. Okay, now you're gonna take it and put it in your 9x13. And just press it down. Okay, yeah, just take, I finally just decided to use my hand. We're just gonna take it.
You just gotta flatten that.
Yeah, you gotta flatten it down where to make into your 9x13. Okay, now that's all you need. You're gonna take this and put it in the oven and bake it for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
At 350.
Okay, our crust is browned up. We're gonna get it out of the oven. We're gonna set it over here and let it cool. And while it's cooling, we're gonna make the next 2 layers.
Sounds good. All righty.
Okay, we got 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. This is gonna be for our second layer. 1 cup of powdered sugar. And 8 ounces of Cool Whip, which is a small one.
So that whole thing, okay.
Whole thing. Okay, you're gonna take your mixer and blend all this together. Okay, got that good and blended. You're gonna set that aside and we're gonna make the 3rd layer.
Alrighty.
Now we've got some Jell-O cheesecake pudding mix. It's the instant. You're gonna take 2 boxes of it with 3 cups of cold whole milk. We're gonna make our pudding, which will be your 3rd layer. And we're gonna take our mixer, get it mixed up. Okay, we got our pudding mixed up. We're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for a couple minutes while we're putting our 2nd layer on.
Got it.
Just let it chill for a few. We're going to take our mixture and put it on our cooled crust.
This is our 2nd layer.
Yes. Okay, let's even that all out.
Nice and creamy.
Spoon. Okay, now we'll get our pudding. Let's see how it has thickened up.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice and thick now. Oh, my wife would love this. She loves cheesecake.
Well, the pudding, it smells just like a cheesecake taste.
Almost looks like a banana pudding right now.
All right, so now we're gonna put Cool Whip on the top.
Ooh.
Now you got cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everybody loves cherry cheesecake.
That's true. Or
Or
strawberry.
hey, I've got some fresh strawberries.
Really?
Yeah, we could throw a few strawberries on top.
All right.
Okay, there's your Cool Whip.
Ooh, those look like good, fresh strawberries. They got a great color to them.
Yeah, I haven't went and picked strawberries this year, but what I need to go do, I think it's better if I put this hand, put them on there. My hands are clean.
It's looking good. So now we got to put it in the refrigerator for a little bit,
And
right?
let it chill,
Okay. All right, so let's get a little piece out of here. It's gonna be a little messy getting out, I think.
It's
So
all right.
I'm gonna try my best.
That's what our
I've
lives
been making
are.
a mess today, so.
Life's messy,
That's true.
but there's also something
You're really
sweet
about to
about
find
it.
that out with them twins you're about to have.
Amen.
Got the crust out. Oh, this looks like a great summer dessert.
It does.
Get a little bit of that crust too on the bottom. There we go. Why am I blowing it? It's a cold thing. I'm so used to blowing stuff when I eat.
That's funny.
Oh, good. Yeah. If you're a cheesecake lover,
You'll like this.
you'll like this. We got some Mobby's jam cake. We're gonna start with some melted butter. We got 2 sticks melted butter right here.
Mmm.
And we got 2 cups of sugar.
There wouldn't be a country kitchen if there wasn't a fly flying around.
Oh, is there a fly?
Somewhere, I just saw one.
So you gotta mix this up good. Yeah. So then we have some cinnamon. We're gonna put about 2 teaspoons worth in there. Yeah, there we go. And about 1 teaspoon of allspice.
Okay. That's about right.
Kind of mix those in there. Get a nice little
Ooh,
color.
you smell that.
It smells good. All right, and now here's the star of the recipe. We're gonna start with some preserves. We got some raspberry preserves. We're gonna put about a cup. That's right, folks, a cup in there. And we're just getting started.
Looks about right.
About a cup worth. All right. Strawberry preserves. Another cup's worth.
Does it matter like what fruits we use or?
I mean, you can choose which fruits you like. I like these strawberry, raspberry, and then we got some blackberry jam and another cup of that. Woo! You're gonna want to share this cake with a lot of people. You don't want to eat it all by yourself. We're not trying to, you know, encourage diabetes being caused by one cake.
Yep.
All right, let's mix all those together.
Has a good color palette to it, you know.
Yeah, it does. All right, then we got 4 egg yolks, just the yolks that we're gonna add to there. Make sure you get every little bit that you can. Now, what's the purpose of just doing egg yolks? Do you know? Or Kim, do you know?
Because I did not know that before. All the thing I thought egg whites was for baking meringue.
All right, and we've stirred that up good and well.
Yep.
All right, and now we got 4 cups of sifted flour that we gotta, mostly sifted.
Just a little unsifted. It's fine. It's fine. This is part of it.
Yeah, if it's a little bit not sifted, that's fine. But this is gonna give you a smoother cake.
And you don't have all those clumpies in it.
Yeah, I don't have as many of the clumpies. See how much smoother that powder is?
It
than the average
does.
Flour. A bit sifted in there. It's looking like Christmas time up in here with all this powder.
How many cakes is this gonna make?
This is gonna make one big cake for the family reunion coming up. So then we're gonna mix all that. Just fold that flour in there.
It's getting nice and thick.
Yeah.
With toothies.
So let's add this. We got 1 cup of buttermilk we're gonna add to it. Get a little less thick. Alrighty. Now we're gonna beat the egg whites and then fold them in there.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, those look good.
Good and beaten. We'll just dump those in there.
And you want to beat the egg whites till they're firm.
Now what does that do? What's the purpose of folding rather than stirring?
Well, if you're
it's
mixing,
like gently getting it in there.
Yeah, because I think sometimes if you mix stuff too hard, it makes it where the consistencies aren't right in the cake, and your cake can be like, it could turn out dry or flat. I don't know, something like that.
And fold it in there now. Okay, so we got this 13 by 9 cake pan that we've greased up. We're gonna dump it in here. Fill this baby up.
That boy thick. Dang, that boy thick.
Dang, this is is it gonna bake over the edges of this thing?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna happen.
Okay.
So I'm sure that will expand.
Should we divide this amongst
I think
2?
you would have a good idea. That would be a very good idea. Would be to.
But Kim, we're not here for good ideas. We're here for delicious cakes, and we're going for it.
Okay, well, I will put the baking sheet underneath it so we don't have even a bigger mess in the oven.
I think this is gonna be good.
Well, I just wanted to make something good. So if we need to split this into another cake pan.
Oh, it'll still be good, even though it's just going to be overflowing.
Well, yeah.
Possibility.
What do y'all think? Do you think this is going to overflow or cake perfectly?
We have another pan we can use. It's your call, Sean. Okay, we're going to take one and just pour over to another one.
Uh-huh.
Like a pro.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That looks about, I think it's a little bit more.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, we got to just clean that one up a little bit.
Now we got 2 jam cakes. You know what, it works out because I left out some nuts. So we're gonna do a nut cake and a non-nut cake. So we're gonna make this one the nut cake now.
Are those walnuts or?
They're walnuts.
That's for nutty people like you.
Amen.
Yeah. Now over to the oven.
And if you have a nut allergy, we got one with nuts and one without nuts.
There you go. You mind helping me out here?
Sure, I'll do that for you.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna go side by side, brother and sister jam cake right here.
Just like my twins.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Except they're gonna buy identical and one's not gonna have nuts.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Well, they're both gonna have nuts, but they're not
Wait.
gonna be different.
We'll be back in a minute, 45 to 50 minutes. All right, while those are in the oven, we're gonna start making our frosting here. We're gonna start, we got 2 sticks of melted butter. And then we have a cup of whipping cream. All right, and we're gonna get that mixed a little bit together, and we're gonna bring this to a boil, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, that's good and boiled. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put in half of this bag, which is a pound of confectioner's sugar. I'm just gonna pinch it right here in the middle. Yeah, that spoon of vanilla.
Which, if you watch some videos on the internet, this is legit.
Just drop that in there. And this is to make the frosting for our wonderful jam cake. All right, yeah, and we'll just, this will like thicken up a little bit, and we'll put it on the cakes when they come out.
Yum.
Okay.
Ooh, look at these jam cakes.
Okay, here's our one with nuts.
The one with the nuts.
Set them over here to cool.
Y'all, this is a team effort today. We got Kim taking them out now. Charles is taking a little break over there.
Without nuts.
Without nuts.
Okay, we'll
Put the frosting on.
yes.
All right, so we got Kim gonna put the glaze on these cakes here.
We'll put it on the nut cake for them nutty people.
Well, that's gonna be for me and Charles then.
Yeah.
Charles and I. Charles and me. I always forget the
Charles and I.
grammar with that. Charles and I.
Charles. Yeah.
It's like a glaze more
Yes.
than a
Yes.
frosting, huh?
Yes. It's
Is
like
that's
a
what a jam cake's usually like? It's not.
Yes.
It's not so much a frosting. As it
Yes,
is-
because you've got all that sugar in there
glaze.
from the jam and preserves.
Oh yeah,
So you don't really need,
that is true. Oh my goodness.
so you don't really need any more sugar to it.
Okay.
This just gives it a little bit of a glaze. Charles, you want to try jam cake?
Does it have oil in it?
No,
I'll try it.
It has oil in it, didn't it?
I'm trying to
it doesn't have oil.
It doesn't have any vegetable oil?
No, there's no oil.
Okay.
I'm trying to not do any oils because it's not good for you.
None of the recipes today have oil in it.
I'll get your hair fixed for the cake. Would you like with nuts or without?
I like nuts.
Right there, nutty for the nut. Nuts for the nutty.
Where's your fork?
He's not gonna use one.
He's just gonna.
Smells like,
Like a
is that
barbarian.
real butter or is that
Um,
margarine? Ooh, that's hot.
Just
Yeah,
set it right
careful.
there.
don't hurt yourself now, brother.
Okay, I'm tasting this.
Oh, look at how it's plum looking. The color.
Oh wow.
First scent, I get a butter forward scent. I get, what are y'all laughing about?
The way you're describing it.
I get a butter forward
So
scent,
fancy.
some light berry scents, and sugar.
What's your palate take?
It kind of tastes like a muffin. Like a blueberry muffin. It's thick, it's nice and dense.
That's interesting because there's not a lot of berries in there, but there's no blueberry.
I know, there's not a lot of aeration in the cake. So you don't get that very fluffy texture in the cake. It's more dense, kind of like a pound cake.
Oh, okay.
So as you can see, there's no aeration in it.
But the flavor's good.
But the flavor's really good.
You're so observant.
What's that word?
Aeration.
How do you spell that?
A-I-R-A-T-I-O-N.
Oh, it's literally like aeration. Okay.
Instead of aviation, aeration. We're gonna make a Texas chocolate cake. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we need 2 cups of sugar. This is 1.5. Ooh, that's a lot of sugar. And a half makes 2.
Yeah, man.
So you're gonna take that and you're gonna mix up the flour and sugar together. Add in 1 stick of melted butter. I'm kind of put me a little hole in the center there. 1 stick of melted butter. Combine this together. Okay, now that you've got that, you're gonna add in the rest of your ingredients. We've got 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of Wesson oil, 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Make sure this is buttermilk. See how thick that is?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 eggs. A teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna get that stirred up before we put our last ingredient in. Now we're going to add in 3.5 tablespoons of Hershey's cocoa.
Probably the most important ingredient.
Yes, since it is a chocolate cake.
Pretty good.
Okay, now that we got it all stirred up, we're gonna put it in a 9 by 13 greased dish. Must stir pretty good, it's got bubbles. Do too good upside down, but I did get it a little bit. Now we're gonna bake this for, it says 25 minutes.
All right.
But we will check it.
25 minutes at 350, right?
Yes. While our cake's baking, we're gonna make our icing. You're gonna take 1 stick of margarine, put it in a pot, and we're gonna have it melt, and then we'll add our stuff to it. While our butter is melting, we're gonna go ahead and combine our dry ingredients, which is a 16-ounce bag of the confectionate sugar. Put it in a bowl with 3.5 tablespoons of cocoa. We've got our 1/2 cup of milk that we're gonna add in here with our butter. You're gonna bring that to a boil. Okay. Now we're gonna take this, pour it in with our cocoa and powdered sugar. And I believe it says pour this over your warm cake.
Mm-hmm.
We will be adding a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, our teaspoon of vanilla. Maybe just a little bit extra. Since your cocoa is not sweetened, that vanilla will help that.
Oh, yeah. All right, looks like it's ready.
Okay. There's our chocolate cake.
Looks perfect.
Looks good. And we're going to come over here, and it says put the icing on while it's still hot. So we've got our cake there. We've got our icing here from the cocoa and powdered sugar. Now we're going to drizzle it on our cake.
Oh, this looks like a good chocolate cake.
It does. Why are you putting it? Okay. That should be scrumptious.
All right, come back in a minute.
Oh my gosh, this looks so amazing.
Thank you. I'm gonna try it. I don't know why I cut it like this, but I'm gonna try this.
Not either. You're messing up a good cake.
It looks good.
I'll take this whole corner, but you know. All right.
Oh, it looks moist.
It does
Let's
look
try
moist.
this Texas chocolate cake. That's a good moist cake.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.